HMB USA Battle of the Nations 2022 documentary of following a fighter. Hey, good to meet you. I'm Sean Fabian. I'm from Novi, right here in Michigan. Just gonna pretty much tell you the whole story. I'm gonna tell you my whole story here about my experience with Booher. My family loves me. They don't understand why I do the sport, but then they show up and they realize that they still don't know why I do this sport. I'm one of three boys. My parents divorced when I was very young, 4 or 5 years old. We were raised by our mother pretty much, me and both my older brothers and my younger sister. We've lived a fruitful life for having a lot of hardships, but everybody does. Right now for work, I work as a uncertified ophthalmic assistant, and I'm working toward being a certified ophthalmic assistant. Before that, my resume is extended. It is huge. Almost too many jobs to admit that I'm not going to admit, but some of my biggest accomplishments are definitely, I was a certified personal trainer for 12 years. I'm still actually certified and insured, and I've gone all the way from skin deep goals all the way to United States powerlifting champions that I've trained. I have a wonderful background in acting, going all the way from community theater to Renaissance fairs. I was Prince Charming at one point. And then going all the way to off-Broadway. I was working with people from Broadway that in New York. All that led me to finding Booher. I had worked enough acting jobs to where I ran into a club here in Detroit, known as Detroit Fight Club. And they immediately, looking for recruits and all that, brought me right in, and that was in 2015 and 2017. Come all the way through to 2018 is when I actually finally joined them. Things that drove me to do that is before Booher, I was broken. I was a broken individual. I had my engagement fall through. I'm a reserve Marine, so certain weekends I just wasn't around. I wasn't able to do a lot, but it's no excuse really. I mean, I still had a life. I still had a lot of beautiful things. 2017 summer, I ended up very drunk a lot. That's all I did. All I did after my engagement fell through. And then I was at work one day and came across a post from Detroit Fight Club. They said, come out and try us. And so I did. I definitely went out there, and just one practice got me to realize that I need to clean myself up. So I went to a doctor. He gave me to a psychiatrist, and they got me cleaned up in the time span of about 6 months. And then from there, I did anything I could at the sport. I had a goal, and I just wanted to run with it. So I did, and I started training 2 to 3 times a week. I was working out more and more, and not going home and drinking or not going home and smoking, anything of this. It was just a whole game changer of what Booher has done for my life to clean me up. It turned into going to Dragon Con 2018, got WMFC ranked. Then it turned into, in Carolina Carnage in 2019, Detroit Fight Club actually won that 5 slot to go to Serbia. I then got hit with another unfortunate thing, and 3 days before we were supposed to leave for Serbia, we got the notice that we were losing our house. And, we got the notice we were supposed to appear in court later on in the month after we would have got back from Serbia. Was it ripped out from underneath our feet. So not much we could do. Ended up moving 2,000 square feet, 3 people, 2,000 square feet, in 2.5 days. And it was gut-wrenching, and it really halted a lot of my Booher training, but I still kept it in the back of my mind. Then once I jumped back in, October 2019, I got my ACL kicked in. It was a clean leg sweep, just freak accident. That's what happens when you take on 2 of the biggest guys on the other team and you're only 5'9". you don't win that match all the time. Sadly, mine took me out of the sport for about another year. With that, it turned me to learning the new definition of strength and learning what I can and can't do. And now I'm back in the sport fully. And after having Team USA at WMFC ranking, I then got selected again in 2021 to be on the 30s and represent Team USA, represent the red, white, and blue. And I was so excited. And now we're under new leadership, and we have the requalification more than likely coming up. So for me, that just means that I have to prove that, I was selected, and I was selected for a purpose. It wasn't on someone's word, but it's on my talent, my drive, my motivation of all those other Americans that are going to follow all the way over there and go kick some ass. Some challenges I might have making it to Battle of the Nations surprisingly really isn't money. I still have all the money saved up from BotN when I thought I was going to Romania in July of 2021. The things that might stop me, I do have current health issues. They're unsure if it's my lungs or my heart. The other issue is my girlfriend. She has a lot of issues as well, where one misstep could make her paralyzed from depending on where at in the spine down. So I have to go really easy on everything and always make sure that we're both doing the best that we can, even though I know no matter what, she would always tell me just to go, and we'd probably bring her along anyway. Just constant worries and things like that. Other things about BotN is I am in the Marine Corps Reserve, and my contract ends here in December, and I need to know what I'm doing, if I'm going to re-enlist, or if I'm going to another branch, or if I'm just entirely going to give myself over to Boohurt, get those weekends back, get those weeks back, and go through and really solidify myself as the fighter that I want to be in the future of Boohurt and for Team USA. To have people sit there and go, yeah, that's Sean Fabian. He's a tank. He's an animal. He can hit hard. He can grapple anybody down to the ground. His stamina's amazing. I just really want to be the Achilles from the Iliad and just have that reputation to go through and represent Team USA to the best of my ability. Hey, that's the end of my interview. Thank you very much for taking time and to consider me. I hope to hear from you soon. Take care.